I did not bring an umbrella. So after yesterday's complete and utter disaster, I'm expecting to have a great, absolutely fucking great day today. Well, I didn't bring an umbrella and now it's raining, but I'm gonna try to see this as a minor thing because I actually do have something that I'm really excited for. So today is gonna be a really good day. Come along for the ride. Come on. Oh, the other side. Come on. Ooh. First stop, ATM. So before we continue with this video, I do want to update my followers and my audience and let you know that everything has been solved regarding the apartment. So if you watched yesterday's video, you know that I got into a little bit of a problem, but I got to speak with the manager and we've been in contact. And I have a different place where I will stay now, and I will have to stay there for a month. So first they said 2 weeks, but you know, I can't. You know, they always try to sell you on things being slightly better than they really are. So I'm expecting to stay there for a month, and that's what the manager told me as well. But I will not have to pay anything extra. So first he wanted me to pay like the overlap when the fuck up wasn't on me. So that kind of pissed me off. And I wrote to him in a slightly angry manner, and now we all came to the conclusion and everything is looking good. So everything is looking good. I will be staying in a not as awesome apartment for a month before I get the mold fixed in my real apartment. But for now I'm just gonna be happy with that, and the fact that I do have a place to stay and I don't have to pay anything extra. So now, before I get to the artist, I do want a coffee. And we said we're gonna have the time somewhere between 10 and 11 p.m. So I kind of get the feeling that it's a little bit loose. So the clock is right now the clock is 10 a.m. And so I like somewhere between now and in an hour is expecting me. So I'm just gonna go get the coffee now and sit down and explain to you the ink I'm going to get, because I'm looking forward to this a lot, and there's a lot of thought behind my ink. So I'm gonna let you in on some of it. Some of it you may have to figure out yourself, but it's gonna be fun. So this is a big move I'm making right now with this ink. So looking forward to this. This looks nice. Let's get a coffee here. I'm so excited. This is gonna be really cool. So I'm gonna try not to rant on for too long before we actually go to the studio. I got myself a milk coffee. Apparently this is a new kind of milk coffee for me, where this is like condensed milk. This is thick. This is gonna be really delicious. And then you're supposed to mix it up, but I prefer not to mix it up completely, like to mix it up like a little bit, but not completely. But I guess that's personal preference. So what I will be getting today at the place, it is a couple of symbols and a Viking text. So I can remember this was maybe 10 years ago, where I actually kind of felt or knew in me, like I knew that I was gonna get a lot of tattoos. That I've known for a long time. Like it was part of my childhood dream, right? I've said it a million times, like tattoos, muscles and motorcycle. That's my childhood dream, okay? So regarding the tattoos, it was probably 10 years ago, even more probably, when I was like at my brother from another mother's vacation place with my actual brother from the same mother. So we were 3 guys, right? And we were having kind of deep talk, you know, before we were gonna sleep. And I said, like, if I showed up and all of a sudden I had tattoos on my hands and tattoos on my head, would you view me in a different way? Would you look at me like I'm a different person? And at first it was like, no, no, no. And then it turns out, yeah, well, maybe, you know, slightly more aggressive. Like, okay, so like that's the signal it sends. Well, I think that I have kind eyes. At least I get to hear that a lot, and I do feel like I'm a kind person, so I'm not really I feel like I can get my childhood dream with tattoos without coming across as aggressive, because I believe that people can sense, you know, if you're a good guy and if you have good intentions. Well, so what I wanted to say is that sometimes it looks like it's really spontaneous when I get new tattoos and stuff like that, but this has actually been like working on a back burner in my head for over 10 years. So I've kind of known that I wanted tattoos also on my head for a really long time. Like it was just a part of, like, I don't know, I kind of knew like for a long time, and even before that I kind of had the idea lurking in the background even before 10 years ago. So what I will be getting is one Viking text, and it's gonna be very similar to this one. So let me see if I can show you. So it's gonna be very similar. It's gonna be the same placement because I like the symmetry, right? But I'm gonna make it slightly different. I don't want it to go out as far, so it's gonna stop a little bit further back. The reason for that is because if I sit straight ahead like this, you can see, like, barely see a little bit like straight here. I don't want it on this side as well, because I don't want it to look like horns. I don't want to get those minor things. Like, people are not actively gonna think, oh, he's got devil horns like that. But I believe that a lot of things work on the subconscious, and I don't want, like, one thing on this side doesn't matter, but I don't want it on the both, because it gives kind of an evil vibe. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure it stops a little bit further back on this side, basically. Other than that, it's going to be the same placement. And the text, like this text, I have a text here and I have a text here, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. In case you're a really huge fan, you can scroll down my videos and it is in there somewhere, but I mixed it in real good for a reason, because I think like, for me it means a lot. It's a deep thing, and if you want to know, you're gonna have to put in the work. Regarding this text, it's a shorter text, but we're gonna compensate and make lines just to make the design fit better. So the text is a slightly bit shorter. It's Viking text, so it's gonna be runes, and it says seek and you shall find, but in Swedish. So sök och du skall finna. And I believe in that with my whole heart, that if you seek, you will find. And I believe that the main reason why people don't really reach their goals or find what they want is because they don't really define what they want. So someone may want money, they may want a good girl, maybe they want the physique, the body, and maybe they want all the relationship, but it's way too many things, which means that you have no clear direction. And I believe that if you pinpoint down and you say to yourself exactly what you want, like for me, I know exactly what I'm looking for, and I am achieving that because I know exactly what I'm looking for. And that's what I mean with, that's why I believe in seek and you shall find. That I believe that if you pinpoint down your exact goal, your exact direction, and you don't have 10 of them pointing on all ways, you know, you have one direction, right? I believe that you're gonna achieve it. Now, the reason why people don't really pinpoint down their goal is because it's painful when you fail. You know, because then it's very clear that, hey, you failed. Or I don't like to say fail, I just like to, you didn't achieve it yet. But a lot of people are like, I tried once and then I failed. Like for me, you continue to try until you succeed, right? That's the way I view it. I mean, you don't fail unless you stop. And that's hilarious, because I see that a lot with people who want to be content creators, right? They make a video and they don't get many views and they consider that a failure, when hey, you can actually go to my YouTube page and see how many videos I uploaded, and you can tell what it took for me to reach where I'm at right now. So I believe in that seek and you shall find. The other thing I will get, it's a molecule. I'm gonna get a molecule right here, and it's the serotonin molecule. Now this is one of those kind of red pill things where this is science. Okay, this is not some guy trying, like when I say red pill, a lot of people are gonna be, oh, how you get girls, right? But this is real science, this is real truth. And if you want to know what serotonin does, search serotonin Jordan Peterson, and he explains it in a better way than I could ever do it. But basically what serotonin is, it is a hormone in our body that increases when we feel like a winner, and it decreases when we feel like a loser. So if you walk into a room and you joke around and you have fun and everybody laughs at your joke and people like really look up to you and if they think you're a cool dude, you're gonna walk out of there and your body produces more serotonin, which is gonna increase your posture. You're gonna walk better, you're gonna carry yourself better, and you're gonna feel, or you are gonna be higher up in the social hierarchy. You're gonna be higher ranking, right? And that hormone is like, it's gonna make you feel better. So it's associated with all the positive emotions. So basically, if you feel like you walk out of a room as a winner after a social interaction, you're gonna feel like a winner, right? And it is probably because you are a winner. Now, with higher serotonin, you're gonna feel better, your immune system is gonna get better, everything is gonna be better. Like, there are so many things that just fall into place regarding your health and your well-being if you're high in serotonin, which means that basically you get rewarded when you do good socially, right? And the higher you get in that hierarchy, the more serotonin you have. So like if you are a CEO of a company and it's a huge building with lots of people and you walk in there and you know that you're the number one dude, you're gonna be high as fucking serotonin, right? And you're gonna feel fucking great. Now, on the other end, if you have low serotonin, basically your life is a disaster, and like small things that doesn't really matter to the high serotonin guy can completely ruin your day and your life if you're low on serotonin. Which basically means that, like, imagine you spilled something, right? You just spilled on the table. For the high serotonin guy, he doesn't give a shit. Like, it doesn't matter for him. He spilled something, well, he's still fucking rich, he still gets the girls, he still has fucking everything, right? The poor guy, it may feel like the world just fucking ended because he spilled. And that's the consequence of low serotonin. So serotonin is basically the ranking system, the hierarchy and it is well programmed into our brain. It's the lobster thing. So we have the same serotonin system as lobsters, which goes like back way back in time, okay? So this is not something that society made up. No, it's basically the thing that drives evolution, because if you're high on serotonin, the girls are gonna want to be with you, which means that you're gonna get to pass on your DNA, which basically means that if you're low on serotonin, the chances of you being able to pass on your DNA is lower, because no women want to be with a loser, right? So that's basically how evolution works, which means that if you're winning, you're doing good, you get higher on serotonin, and you're gonna find yourself a better partner, and basically you're on the front end of the evolution, which means that you're high on serotonin, maybe because you're smart, maybe because you're fast, maybe because you're healthy, maybe because you're strong, right? And those genetics gets to get passed on. But someone who's maybe not so smart, maybe he's slow, maybe he's not healthy, he doesn't get to pass on his genes, and he doesn't make it in evolution. And that's why we evolve as human species, because of serotonin, because women choose the men with the most serotonin. So in case you're like, oh, what do women want? Do they want a tall man? Do they want a man with money? Do they want, like, basically they only see one thing. This is real fucking fact, okay? They see how you carry yourself, because if you carry yourself the way a person with high serotonin carries himself, she knows you're a winner, and she's gonna want to be with you. And that's why narcissists fool women all the time, because they feel like they're a winner. They love themselves, even though they don't have the competence to back it up. So that's basically how narcissists get the women. They basically fake the serotonin system. They feel good about themselves, even though they didn't actually do anything good, right? So yeah, that's basically the serotonin molecule, and that's basically what I'm striving for. Like every man has like their genetic coding in how they try to get the chick. You know, some people chase tail like it's the end of the world, right? They just chase the woman. And I'm more on the workaholic end, which means that I just strive to climb up the hierarchy. I just try to become a master of my craft, become the best I can within my domain, and then I just expect women to come to me like fucking magnets, right? That's the way I approach it. Now there are different ways. Like some people get girls by being nice, some people get girls by, you know, money, you know, different ways. And I believe in the serotonin way. That's the way I'm also genetically programmed, so I didn't really choose it. It's just the way I was, you know, that's my genetics, right? So I'm gonna get the serotonin molecule. After that, I'm gonna get a 4-leaf clove. Like, you know, the lucky leaf, right? And that's because I believe I'm very lucky. I believe that I won. Like, I believe that I'm probably the luckiest man alive. Like, in every way I can think of, I'm lucky. And if one day I feel unlucky, let's say that I felt unlucky yesterday, that is actually really luck, because it's God throwing me a challenge which is going to evolve me and make me better. Like, so it may emotionally feel like I was unlucky yesterday, or maybe that the thing with the apartment sucks, but actually it was luck all along, because it makes me a better person. It makes me evolve, it makes me learn, right? So I believe that I am the luckiest person. So I'm gonna get the 4-leaf clove, and after that I'm actually gonna get the, it's called the Tangens kurva, the Tangens curve. I think it's called the Tangens curve. It's basically a curve going like this, and then it stagnates, and then it goes up, and in the middle. So everybody's born in the middle, okay? And this is called the Matthew principle. It's the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, right? And it means that if you do the right thing every day, if you know you should do a certain thing, you know you should go to the gym, you know you should eat healthy, you know you should put in the work, you know you should do the best at your job, every day you move in the right direction of this curve, which means that sooner or later you're gonna start improving yourself, and you're gonna go up, right? And that's the Matthew principle. It's the same way around. If you make the wrong decision every day, you know you shouldn't have the cookie, but you have the cookie, right? Like, first it's not really gonna matter that much, but all of a sudden things just start to fall down. And that's the curve. So like, your life is going bad, slightly worse, but you're making the wrong decisions, but nothing bad really happens. And then all of a sudden you just fall the fuck down, right? Everything just crashes. And that's the Matthew principle. So, and I love that concept, because for me it's the ultimate motivation, knowing that I may not see the results today, I may not see the results in 1 year, but as long as I continue, sooner or later, if I make the right decisions, I'm gonna go up. Things are just gonna throw up. And that's a law, like that's a law of physics. That's just how shit works, right? And there is like, all the successful people says the same thing. Every overnight success has been 10 years in the making. And that's why I love the Tangens curves, because it keeps me on track. It helps me to put in the work even if I feel bad and I feel like it's useless and I'm not getting anything back and working hard but I don't get anything back. Well, it keeps me on track, because I know that this law, this Matthew principle, sooner or later are gonna pay off. And once it pays off, it's gonna pay me back way more than I ever put in. So that's the Matthew principle, the Tangens curve that I'm gonna get as well. So now I'm gonna finish my coffee, and then we'll go to the tattoo studio. Oh, hello. Beautiful. How are you, man? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Nice.
How are you?
I'm great. Nice. That painting is really cool. So it's made from the sand from the beach of Da Nang, and he made it himself. So it's really cool painting. So with the tattoo here, I don't want it to go all the way like this. I want it to stop a little bit back. So you see the tattoo? Yeah. When the new one we make, I want it to stop a little bit more back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one stops a little, this one goes a little bit. I want it to be a little shorter. Just a little. So yeah, like maybe there. And also Itachi is the best character in Naruto by far. He's like the real hero. By far my favorite actually. And yeah, I did see the whole Naruto series. Not the new one though, but the real Naruto.
Rage on that beat, going crazy. call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a god.
Really excited now. I think this looks absolutely awesome. Like this in my opinion, it looks absolutely awesome. So this is gonna be great. It's gonna be I'm really excited now.
I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. Wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly. Never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady. Look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy. I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Man, I'm so happy right now. Absolutely awesome. Like, couldn't wish for better. Like, this was absolutely great. Really, really happy with this tattoo and the results. So now I'm gonna find somewhere to eat because I haven't eaten yet today. That looks good, but that looks way too dirty, like fried chicken. But I'm gonna find something to eat. I'm gonna enjoy that. And actually in 2 days, it's my birthday. And I'm looking to have a really good time on my birthday. So I'm turning 30 and I will party. So I'm gonna party hard on my 30th birthday. So if you don't wanna miss that, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'm gonna have a blast. Yeah, let's go see where we can eat. Way too delicious. But yeah, can't go that. Like, I'm gonna find some middle ground. Doesn't need to be 100% clean, but that was like way too much. Gotta find something nice. Soon I will be cleaning up my diet as well, so I'm soon to get back on track. Actually, I've been waiting to gather my emotions, and now I'm starting to get ready. So like, there's always a process for me involved to get my diet serious, because you know, it requires some emotion when you know what it means to be on a diet. You know, I've dieted for a competition, so I got real lean a couple of times, and when you know what it means to be on a diet, it kind of requires you to be ready, because you know what the decision actually means to get on a diet. Let's see here. When I was gonna get my first tattoo, it was kind of a big deal. Of course, you know, it is a big deal to get a tattoo, and it's permanent. Well, it's not permanent now, we can actually remove tattoos, but it's kind of permanent. Like, you really need to put in an effort to get rid of a tattoo. So, and also if you're unlucky, like I was, and you don't have the best machine, or maybe the person using the machine turns up the power a little too much, you can get scars. So I got some scars on my right arm. So I got some scars on my right arm from tattoo removal, and you know, to me it doesn't really matter. You know, I think it actually kind of looks cool because, well, always looking for something that makes you a little bit different. And you know, like this scar, like a messed up arm with scars and old tattoo, I think it looks kind of cool. But that's besides the point. What I wanted to get to is that some people are like, I can get a tattoo, but it has to be a deep message, right? So some people are like, well, I'm gonna get something, but it needs to be something deep, right? And then some people are like the other way around. Like, I want something, but it's only about the looks. It's only about looking cool, right? And some people are like, well, I'm not gonna get a tattoo because it's permanent, you know? And I'm not gonna argue what is the right or wrong thing to do, but I will say that if you have, like, the way you look is, like, to a big extent not your choice. You were born, right? So if you were born with, let's say, a ugly birthmark, you didn't really get to make that choice, but you do get to make a choice with a tattoo. So in my opinion, thinking like, oh well, I can't reverse it, well, you got some, if you got some, well, there are so many things about how you look that you didn't even get to choose. So why would, like, a tattoo be a problem when you actually, well, you do get to choose, right? So the way I view it, it's like, well, if you want to get a tattoo, I think you should get a tattoo. And then whether it's about the meaning and the message, or if it's about the design and the look, I mean, to each their own. I want to get both. Like, I try to figure out both. Like, I told you guys the meaning and the symbols and everything, what it means, what I got today, right? But it's also really important for me that this design looks cool, right? So you're like making sure that the lines and the alignment is all right, right? So, like, for instance, the molecule, it's not in the traditional way. Now, a molecule does not have an upside and a downside and left side and right side. A molecule floats around, right? So there's no real upside or downside, it's just floating around. But the way you typically tend to draw the molecule is not in the same, like, you know, I twisted it and I turned it around to make it look the way I wanted the design to look, right? So for me, both is important, like both how it looks and some meaning. And then I got some tattoos that are pretty ugly but have deep meaning and mean a lot to me, and then I have tattoos that doesn't really have any meaning and also are ugly. Like I got some ugly tattoos without meaning. Like for me it's just like I want to make the best of it, of course, but it's not really super. It doesn't always mean, it doesn't have to mean the world, you know. I'm gonna try this food. I will be honest and say that this was not what I wanted. This was not what I tried to order. I tried to order like the big chicken, like the big fried thing. I got it last time when I was here with Johan. We ordered that, and I thought I picked the same thing on the menu, but well, sometimes you just gotta go with what you get. The chicken is cold. There's not really much chicken here at all. I don't know how this happened. I tried to order the same thing as last time and it was a lot of chicken, and this is not much chicken. A little bit disappointed. It was delicious, but far from full. So I actually ordered a chicken leg, fried chicken leg on top of this. We'll see what I'm gonna get because, well, you never know, right? But let's hope I get a fried chicken leg. It's gonna be delicious. Now let's try the soup. This is good. Some salt for the workout. I will train after this, so can I eat this, let it digest, and then train? Oh, thank you. Now we're talking. A little bit of protein here and some extra fat. Now, you are what you eat, so I don't tend to eat too much fat, but this is gonna be delicious. I'm gonna go no shame and eat with my hands. This. Chili sauce. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, I appreciate it if you actually like the video also, and subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.